students at Brown University as an opportunity to voice the many perspectives of silenced Filipinas and, by extension, all silenced women.
Our words celebrate the multiplicity and diversity of the Filipino culture and experience.
The Philippines is an archipelago made up of over 7,000 islands with over 70 different dialects.
Reflecting these diverse cultures, Archipelaga is made up of the females of the Filipino Alliance at Brown University.
Each semester, the members of Archipelaga collaboratively write, edit, and perform new scripts. Today, Archipelaga is
Serenade Diamond,
Suji Han, and Krisha Amar. I miss the smell of chicken adobo, garlic and onions sizzling in the frying pan.
My mother's hands conduct the instruments of our kitchen.
Chicken stewing in a medley of soy sauce and vinegar as the bubbling broth sends wisps of steam into the air.
The ingredients harmonize to a symphony of the quintessential dish of our homeland.
But there's no chicken adobo here.
Me, born and raised in America, no matter how hard I try, my cooking smells nothing like my mother's.
The taste is even further away. Too sour, like my cooking is upset that I even tried to be Filipino. Too salty, like tears from the struggles of my parents leaving their home.
A million miles away from everything they knew.
I struggle in trying to hold on to the pieces of a culture that they left behind. What the hell am I? Physically, biologically, genetically, there is no question, and yet something in me just doesn't seem to match up with on the outside. I knew a girl in high school who was Filipina. She started speaking to me in Tagalog, but I couldn't respond.
Sorry, I don't know how to speak the language.
She laughed and said, well, you're not really Filipino then. Wait, who's Lea Salonga?
They looked at me like I was an alien.
I was born in the Philippines, but I'm actually Korean. Oh.
Turned out there were standards for being Filipino, and I didn't meet the criteria.
Growing up, I was never aware that being Filipino meant having to know all this stuff, having to be different to be the same. Nobody ever told me about this list of rules and regulations.
You must be this Filipino to enter.
Am I not Filipino because I don't speak Filipino?
Why do I have to prove my Filipino-ness to you?
How can I be Filipino enough? I eat rice with every meal too.
For a while, I turned away from my Filipino heritage, replaced the taste of soy sauce and vinegar with pizza and hot dogs, tried to strip away the identity that I wasn't allowed to claim for myself.
But a void was left. I tried to ignore it by indulging in my other half, eating cheeseburgers,
French fries,
kimchi,
apple pies,
under the fireworks of the 4th of July, waving the American flag as the parade marched by. But nothing could replace the sweet, savory taste of chicken adobo. Trying to be just American wasn't enough.
I couldn't replace one identity with another.
And still I am stuck wondering,
What the hell am I?
Stuck straddling the line between American and Filipino.
Sometimes I feel like I'm neither.
A spotted cow in a field of
A
carabao.
tilapia who thinks she's a goldfish.
Too American to be Filipino, too Filipino to be American.
Not Filipino enough, not American enough.
Why can't I be either? Not quite one or the other, painfully, only marginally adequate, unsatisfactory, incomplete. Belonging in nowhere but my own lone third culture. My two halves stand before me, reaching out their hands, waiting for a decision that I cannot make.
Why can't I be both?
We don't have to choose.
Why should we have to?
I may be born and raised in America, but I will never forget the land where my parents come from.
Where I come from.
My identity is a kaleidoscope of my cultural roots and my current lifestyle. I cannot erase the Filipino part of me any more than I could leave behind my American side.
I am both.
American and Filipino. Filipino and Korean. My two halves make me whole.
There's no chicken adobo here.
But slowly, surely, I'm learning how to balance the flavors.
Discovering my own recipe.
Coming up with who I am rather than pigeonholing myself to a finite list of options.
All the pieces are finally coming together.
Every value my parents instilled in me, every experience I've ever had,
Combining, coalescing, becoming one identity.
my identity. Finally, I feel anchored, not at all bound, not at all restricted, secure,
Satisfied.
confident.
Everyone around me has forged their own identity, but so have I.
I don't have to find my answer from the options of a drop-down menu.
I am more than just the limitation set by your definitions.
I am a child of two worlds.
A bridge across
A
oceans.
tilapia and a goldfish.
Every
What
valley
am
my
I?
mind is genetically experience of our head is
There is no
combining and
question.
coalescing.
What the hell am I?
Physically,
Biologically, genetically, there
It's
is no
combining,
question.
coalescing,
Becoming one identity.
I know who I am.
but I still can't make chicken adobo.
Thank you.